Assalamualaikum student, welcome to science class. Today we are going to learn about how can we conserve our natural resources. There are some actions we can do in our daily life for conserving our natural resources. Our today's topics are conservation of natural resources. The procedure of conserving natural resources are reducing the uses of resources, reusing resources, recycling resources, using renewable resources, and our last actions will be changing our personal behavior. So our first topic is conservation of natural resources. The definition of conservation of natural resources is that preserving and wise use of natural resources. We have to preserve our natural resources at first, and then we think about how can we use wisely our natural resources. I already mentioned that we have some steps of conservation of natural resources. Our first step is reducing the use of resources. How can we reduce the use of resources? Being economical while using natural resources is a good option to reduce our natural resources. Such as turning off our light in daytime. If we turn off our light in daytime, then we can reduce the use of electrical resources. Then our second action will be reusing resources. How can we reuse our resources again and again? At first, we can reuse something for reducing trash, and it can save our natural resources. Second point is reuse something over and over again before recycling or throwing. Suppose if we are using paper, then after writing on the paper, we can make a bag with the help of paper, and we can reuse the bag again. And our last point is try to fix instead of putting it in the trash and buying it again new. For example, we can say that if we tore our clothes, then we can fix our clothes and reuse it again. It can also save our money, and it will also save our natural resources. Our third topic is recycling resources. Recycling is using old materials to make new things. We can recycle our cloth, aluminium can or paper, anything. For example, by recycling paper, we can reduce the number of trees cut down every year. Reusing renewable resources. We should use sunlight, wind and water current instead of oil, coal and natural gases. We know that sunlight, wind and water, these resources are renewable resources which can fill up by nature or a human being. And oil, coal and natural gas, these resources are non-renewable resources. We can't, nature cannot make this type of resources again. So we should use our renewable resources and we should reduce the use of non-renewable resources. And our last topic is we should change our behavior, that we can turn off light when they are not needed, and we should write both sides of paper for reducing the uses of trees. And our last point is we should use old aluminium can or old plastic can to make new things. In this way we can conserve our natural resources. That's the end of our today's lecture. Thank you.